Hi, welcome to the back office. As you can tell behind me, I'm in a different place now. I'm actually in the lounge, aka the children's playroom, because they just trash it. And I'm sitting on a brown Stuart Ashen style leather sofa because on this, so I say sofa, because my kids jump up and down on it and they've basically made a hole. And if you recall a few weeks ago, I open this kit up, but I didn't use it. This is a repair kit. I think the time has come for me to try to actually patch some of these holes. So I'm just going to turn the camera and you'll get to see my hands doing some actual work for a change. Okay, so for this project, what I've got is a gentleman's manicure kit, because I'm going to have to cut, see the hole here? I'm going to have to probably cut around some of this stuff to clean it off. A cardboard box which the kids have kindly decorated, and I'm going to try to retask this for mixing stuff in. In fact, I'm going to just mix it on here. There, that's the actual sports nutrition box I again reviewed not that long ago. Some tweezers to allow me to pick open this busted seam here, and the actual kit itself. So as this edge is a little bit furry, you can see that there, I'm just going to trim the fur away because I'm pretty sure we don't, whatever the end result, we're not going to want that in there. So using these nail clippers very gingerly. And I can see what's happened here. It's kind of fractured along some of these lines, and these deep grooves have sort of opened up. There we go. It's a very weird texture, it's very soft. So there we go, we've got a winking eye now. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to try to push a patch in, and there's actually another spot on the couch over there that I need to do this to, so we'll just work on this one for now. So that's our mixing spatula. Backing fabric material. So this is the actual material we need to use to actually go under the hole and act as a binder. I think I'll just make it slightly larger than the hole. Don't have to go too big. If the hole's about that big, let's take it. We know my kids like to jump about on this, so there's no harm making it a little bit bigger. We just don't want to make it too big because it's going to be difficult for us to get in here. So that's why I have the tweezers here. So really, just going to post that in and then just turn it around. In fact, I'm just going to put my fingers in just to check, yes. The top layer is sort of adhered slightly to the foam, so if you want to get the patch in, you will have to break that a little bit. There we go, the patch is in. Now for best results though, I'm going to have to orientate it so it can't come out easily. There we go, you can see it in there. And there we have it. Now, because it's a two-stage application, what you do, because this hole's a bit bigger, we're going to put some repair compound. We're going to mix some of these two together in this spare pot I've got in my hand. And we're going to insert it in here and just make sure that's all nice and repaired, you know, in terms of structurally repaired. And then once that's set, we're going to mix up some more with the colour and then fill this sort of region here, this hole that remains, with the colour. And then what you use is this gel release agent on the paper, the fancy textured paper, and then you push that on the top. and then peel it off, and hopefully we'll have a seamless hole. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix some of that up. It says once you've mixed them, you've only got about 3 minutes to work with, and then after that it's good to leave it for 20 minutes to set, so try not to hang around too much. So now is the tricky part, is trying to get this into that hole. Again with my tweezers. I'm just going to scoop a bunch underneath for now. And then worry about moving it around in a moment. I'm gonna right, so I just want to make sure that the resin flows right the way to the edges of the cracks, because we know that it will split, the seam will continue to split if we don't have those bonded nicely. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, it's not quite ready yet, but while we're waiting for it to harden, let's have a look at this chart. So basically the kit comes with a chart, and it's got a list of colours down the edge that you might be able to achieve, and then basically your ratios that you'll need from some of the other colours. So it's up to me to now identify what colour this sofa is, and really there's only one brown in their list, which is saddle, and it's saying start with yellow and then cut in some red, black and white as you go along. So it's a bit weird though, because it does actually come with a brown. It's a little bit dark, so perhaps what I'll do is start with some brown and cut that with some yellow. So I'm just going to mix that up and we'll have a look to see what kind of colour we get. And try to keep a tab of how much you're adding, because you're going to have to add pretty much an equal part of activator to activate this. So I know there's a little bit of leeway on it, but try to be reasonably accurate. So it's more or less a 1-to-1. Bit more interesting colours into the brown than the plain brown it was. So 20 minutes, well about 11 minutes have passed. That's actually feeling pretty firm. I think we can go ahead probably and just consider repairing this now, making the final repair. Try not to apply too much really, I don't want it to overflow. So I'm just going to leave that there for 2 seconds to let it settle. Worried when I push this on now it's going to smoosh this and make a mess, but you know, what have we got to lose? Let's see what they say. They should know what they're doing. So I'm going to place that on there now. I'm going to rub it a little bit just to make sure it's kind of on there. Now I wonder if we should just put something with a bit of weight on here just to keep it down. So let's I think I'm just going to leave it smooth. I don't really trust the whole texture paper technique, guys, so it's up to you. Your mileage may vary. I think if it's something flat, you're going to have a better chance with that. But I'm going to leave it because I don't want to mess this up. So let me zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Yeah, so under this lighting in the camera, this looks really visible, but actually to the human eye, it's not such a big deal. So I'm happy enough. I'm going to leave that alone. So we'll see how that fares in a few weeks or so of use, but I think so far I'm quite pleased with this kit, and I really ought not to have let it get that bad before applying some of this. So if you've got an old chair, sofa, bit of handbags, shoes or something in your car, these are worth getting. Try it. They're only about £5 on eBay. It might just save your sofa. And as ever, thanks for watching.